young man suspected that his roommate actually used his personal bank account to transfer out money to the bank in Singapore. Hey, you are now listening to the Nasi Lemak Podcast. I'm Xiang Huan.
I'm Cynthia.
Okay, so recently I came across this news, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is basically happened in Johor Bahru. So this young man suspected that his roommate actually used his personal bank account to transfer out money to the bank in Singapore. And afterwards, right, when these victims that found out what happens, right, the roommate already escaped to Singapore.
Oh,
So
shit.
this is considered like, the most terrible
Roommate.
roommates or even housemates experience that ever can have.
Wow, damn.
So that leads to our topic today, which is basically, I'm pretty sure that in somewhere in our life, right, we have roommates, we have housemates. So let's talk about some of the not so happy experience that we have.
I had 4 roommates during my uni time. So my
4 roommates as in like 4 person in one room.
No, as in like take turns.
Oh, okay.
So I experienced 4 roommates, and then my worst experience is like my second roommate.
Okay.
My second roommate, okay, the first one is like, girls, right, we have hair to blow and then it takes long time, right? So whenever we blows, right, unless there's somebody sleeping inside the room, right, we will go outside and blow, close the door and then blow it in the
Common
living
sense,
room.
what?
Yeah, so not to interrupt or disturb the other people sleeping, right?
Yeah.
So this second roommate, right, whenever she blows her hair, right, like she doesn't care, like even when I'm sleeping, right, she just blow inside the room. And then the timing is like, like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., like in the middle of the night.
Wow, so basically what she studied, so Ghana's one always come back like 12 midnight. Probably she's a party girl.
She's not like a full-time student.
Okay.
I'm not sure because she doesn't come back that often. So,
Okay.
but whenever she comes back, right, all of us will be back with headache. Not just me as a roommate, like the whole housemate, everyone is not happy with her. So this is the first one, blowing her hair. Okay. Another level is like, because she always came back late.
Yeah.
So after she have her bath and then blow her hair and all those stuff, so she's gonna start her skincare routine. So that time I was already asleep. So we actually had a table lamp on the table there, and then the light is quite bright lah. So I can accept like, okay, so let's say you want to do your skincare routine. So that time you switch on the light, and then after you finish your skincare routine, then you turn off the light, right? She never turn off the light. She just leave the light whole night on.
So like, is she sleeping as well, or like just
she's sleeping like
with the light on?
Yeah, she finished all her skincare routine already, and then she just goes to sleep. Like she didn't switch off the light. And then at first lah, when she first joined me as a roommate, right, I'm like, paiseh to go and switch off lah. Then after that I pita her already. I just go and switch off.
This is what it happens when you paiseh, right? Definitely the one that suffered is you.
Yeah, it's me. And then some more the way I sleep, right, the position I sleep is the light
literally
is directly
facing
me. Yeah, literally facing me.
Ah.
Okay, so blow hair, light, never mind. Ultimate level. Her alarm. Oh my god. I actually counted. This is not making story or anything. 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. Her alarm rang for 3 hours straight. Like legit. And then imagine, you know how those elderly, their phone, right, the ringtone or their audio is that max volume, right?
Ganas one, that one.
Her alarm is the max volume. And then it rang for 3 hours, legit 3 hours, 7 a.m. until 10 a.m.
So it's just like ring for the first time, then she snooze it, and then second time snooze it.
She didn't wake up and snooze at all. She didn't wake up at all. Literally no.
Wow, I wonder what alarm that
for
she used.
3 hours, she cannot wake up. Like, why I say this is the worst part is because of actually our house, right, we have 3 rooms. So whenever the door is closed, right, you can actually like cut half the noise already. So imagine our room, the door closed, the room at the back there, all the way back there, the room also closed. In the morning, her alarm rang. I woke up.
The entire house will actually wake up.
The entire house wake up, and I walk up from my room. The roommate from the housemate from another room, the last room, right? She walks out. She's like, her alarm rang. I'm like, yeah. Like 3 hours. I counted 3 hours, 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. Walao, I really don't know this girl. I don't understand people like, why can their alarm ring for so long and then they have no signs of waking up
No,
or what?
I mean, this brings to a curious as why do they even have alarm since alarm couldn't wake them as well?
Exactly. Oh my God. I'm like, so at first, I also paiseh. And I'm not there to switch off alarm because I scared, like, let's say if she needs to go out or whatsoever, right? That's why you have alarm, right? But then, she doesn't seem like you don't have anything urgent or what. Because if you have anything urgent, of course you will wake up already, right?
Yeah.
Then in the end, I just switch off the alarm, and then she didn't rasa anything also
So
when she
this
wake up.
reminds, I mean, like your roommate, the last roommate, right? Also even heard the alarm ring, right? So this leads to my experience, which is basically I do not have a roommate, but I have housemates for a very short period of time. So this is like beginning of my uni time. So I have this, I wouldn't say housemate, like those university hostel that in one level we have probably about 6, I think it's 6 to 7 rooms. So it's a single room. So imagine that, like in your case, right, is that one person alarm gonna be waking up the entire house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically we have this particular housemate in our level. When the alarm ring, right, it wakes the entire building. 7 floors.
Wow,
It
from level
wakes the entire building.
How loud is the alarm? I thought my roommate is like the max volume already. Yours one is on speaker.
I think right, he actually connected the phone or even the alarm clock or whatever, right,
to Bluetooth?
to the speaker.
Oh shit.
Because can you imagine, like, the moment that he rang, right? I mean the alarm rang, right? It wakes the entire building.
It's like PA system, you know. Hello, good morning everybody.
And there's one time, right? Because I having a 8 o'clock class. So I came out quite early. I wake up quite early. By the time that I walk out from my building, right? While standing outside the building, right, I can even hear the alarm ring.
Damn, but didn't you guys like how to say, complain to the management or anything?
We did.
But
there's nothing else. So you know what happened afterwards? I mean, you're still paiseh to actually stick off the clock, right? This is what happens after, I think, 1 month. So what it happens is that there's a few senior, the degree senior, that in one day, right, in one morning, the alarm really rang for like nearly 1 hour, right? The senior went and broke into his room and throw the alarm away.
Oh my
God! Out of the
window. Then did he wake?
That's the moment that he wake.
Wow,
and he's just like, what's going on? Then everyone just literally
so shameless way, walao.
Everyone just literally
Wow, I really cannot tahan. You know, there's one time her alarm actually rang at 4 a.m. something like that. Because she told me she want to go to Penang. Then she will wake up early. I'm like, okay lor. Then 4 a.m. the alarm start to ring already. Still cannot wake up. Actually, I don't understand people who cannot.
Like, if let's say alarm don't even wake you up, right? Why would you want an alarm in your room?
I had a friend, right? Also almost similar this case, but she's not my roommate or housemate, just a friend. She cannot be waken up by any alarm. But when she need to, catch a bus or catch a flight, she can wake up. I think it's just a priority issue, It's like, maybe because of class.
It's not about priority lah. It's just a matter of, like, whether, I don't know how I see it is, as in like whether these people have personal responsibility or personal discipline towards whether they want to wake up on time or whatsoever.
Yeah, this roommate, until I cannot tahan anymore, I go and tell the management, can I switch room? Because another room has empty beds. So I asked the management, can you just switch me to another room? I cannot tahan her anymore, Then every morning so early the alarm rang and then 3 hours straight like that, max volume. Then I'm sleeping beside her.
If I were you, right, I would really slap her. Imagine that in the same room. I mean, we in the same building, we also cannot tahan it. Like in the same room, right? Can you imagine? If I were you, I really just slap her.
I always say I'm ganas lah, but I still didn't. I'm just like, do you know your alarm rang for 3 hours? Sarcastically like that. And then she's like, oh really? And I, bro, yeah.
When I was in degree, so at that time I actually started to move to those not like the university hostel anymore. So we moved out to somewhere nearby and rented a unit. So anyhow, we also bump into housemate, the residential units that split into, I think it's three
different
three
rooms.
different corners.
Mm-hmm.
This is the shortest time I ever stay in one place that I decided to move. So basically, this housemate, right, they don't even appear in the daytime. They only appeared in nighttime.
Oh, so they party in the house.
No. Not even sure like whether do they attend class. Because I morning, daytime, right, I don't see them. Most likely it's like they are sleeping in the room. But then when it comes to midnight, right, sometimes 12, sometimes 1, sometimes even like 4 a.m., they only return home.
And
And then it's like in a fully drunk condition.
oh shit, every day?
I would say nearly every weekday.
Oh.
And weekend they were gone for like the entire weekend.
But did they make any noise or?
Oh, super. The moment that I wake up, right, it's like I know damn the hell is happening. So it's like they will be shouting, they will be crying. Can you imagine like they are fully drunk, they will be vomiting here and there.
Oh no. Then you have to clean up all the mess, is it? Or they
Initially I did clean. But after sometimes I just like screw it. I don't even care. So I just wait for them to wake up and then tell them that, hey, this is what you guys did last night. So please clean up.
Oh, so they
So
did.
that they literally party every weekday.
Why? Damn.
In that condition for 3 months. Afterwards, I was like, tak boleh. So I move out.
I had another roommate, right? Also, my first roommate actually. She's very tiny size, only like 150 plus cm like that.
Okay.
And then her footsteps wow, every morning when she wakes up, like dong 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 dong, go to the back to the toilet, and then dong 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 back. And then everyone in the house
is she
there also
wearing
wakes up.
slippers in the room? Or like
she's yeah, she's wearing slippers, but it's not the slippers plak plak plak. It's her footstep dong 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 like that. I mean, okay lah, just every morning that period only lor. But we are all amazed, like wow, how can such a tiny girl make such a huge footstep sound?
hey, this one cannot stereotype one. Small size doesn't mean that they are so gentle.
Oh, but then okay lah. I mean, this one is not that worse as like the roommate.
I mean, if let's say I were you, right? If let's say my roommate that having the alarm clocks like ringing for that long period of time, right, I really
3
will slap
hours.
her.
Oh my god, really?
I will really slap her, or even I will put the alarm clock right to the ears.
Her phone right is legit like this beside. She cannot wake us up also.
Wow.
So that's why I wonder. I wonder why lah.
I wonder like this bird pekak ke or like
in coma. Right? Other than worst roommate, I actually had like memorable moments with some of my
happy
roommates. Yeah. So you know when we first went into the hostel, right? Especially our parents are very typical stereotype, right? And they'd be like, oh, is our roommate gonna be Chinese like that?
Oh, they will be make sure that your roommate is not other races.
Yeah. So I have one roommate who is a Malay, and then when she first came in, right, I told my parents like, oh, I have a new roommate. She's a Malay. Then she's like, oh, Malay okay lo. Just don't try to eat anything not
halal.
In front of her lah. And I'm like, okay. But then actually, right, my experience with her is quite good. One most memorable moment is during MCO. I was locked down in my hostel during Chinese New Year, and she purposely ordered a cake with Chinese New Year writing on top of the cake, and then send it to me, and bring it to me. I'm like, oh, Kaka, because you are locked down here during Chinese New Year with no family, and then she purposely ordered that cake for me.
Ooh.
So sweet, oh my god. And then I told my mom about this one, and then she's like, wow, your roommate so good one.
Hey, actually, I mean, it's not necessarily saying that Malay is gonna be this,
or
Indian
it's gonna be dirty or whatsoever. They stick the stereotype.
We Chinese, right? There is also people that literally
even
terrible.
more problematic. The
Yes.
roommate, the one that I complained just now,
Yes,
Chinese.
I mean, like my housemates, that those who went party all day night run, right? They are Chinese as well. So I mean, it's not necessarily saying that which race they have these stereotyping patterns or whatsoever. It's not. It's very personal. I mean, this one is very personal.
Me and my Malay roommate, we actually talk about this topic. Like we open up, we say like, oh, when my mom know that I have a Malay roommate, she has concern, and then my Malay roommate also say, actually my mom also have the same concern, but after we live together for some time, right, we were like quite okay.
I mean, just basic respect. We know that they cannot take those non-halal food. So I mean, as a respect, we should just avoid eating those non-halal food in front of them.
Although she says like it's okay, you can just eat.
Yeah.
But then as a out of respect, I also try to avoid
Yes.
eating in front of her like that.
Yes. And also like, during puasa time, so
I also try
definitely they are
to-
in fasting. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's impossible for you to actually like, makan in front of them, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
also
that is
try
the
to
mutual
avoid lah.
respects lah,
Yeah
on
lor,
the
yeah lor.
level.
Another roommate is from Sarawak also, because I also had a good relationship with her. Like we went to a lot of places, take photos together, watch movies. Yeah, I wouldn't say like all my roommates are worse lah, except for that one particular girl. The rest was quite good lah. Speaking about this, I want to ask you: have you ever watched a documentary called "The Worst Roommate Ever"?
No.
Was okay? It's about a old lady, like legit old lady, and then her look is like those typical kind-looking old lady, very good, and then she involved in like a serial killer up to 9 murders. She murdered all her roommates just in order for her to get their social security checks. It's quite famous in Netflix as well, and a lot of YouTubers also like talk about this.
Wow.
So she has been, imaging herself as a kind old lady, and then accepting people like those elderlies, especially like if you have no friends or family, no place to stay, and then she accept them as the roommate, and then ask them to come and live over like that. And then after a period, you'll see these people disappear, and then nobody will even notice because these people, they doesn't have any relative,
like homeless or even
homeless,
single.
elderly already.
Yeah.
So she eventually murdered them in order to get their money.
But how could she able to get the money? Because like,
she fake all those things, like fake the documents, and then ask them to sign something.
So it means
like
like, let's say for example that I'm staying with you, then you ask me to sign your social, your insurance, whatever that should belongs to you. So after I gone, then everything will
goes
just
to
directly
the
went
lady.
to the lady. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, say.
Yeah, her name is Dorothy Helen Puente.
US? America?
Yeah. Her boarding house is in California.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so actually after listening to all like my worst roommate and your worst roommate, I still think we are still quite lucky.
Yes.
Because we are not involved in this kind of serial killer roommate. This is really worst ever.
And also bring back to the early news that we talk about, the victims are suspecting that his roommate actually transferred out the money from his personal bank account, which is like really bring me very curious in seeing like how does your roommate able to access your bank account?
Yeah, I'm also curious.
Yeah,
how
very curious. Probably, I don't know. Now it's time to ask the audience. Have you ever experienced any not so happy experience with your roommate or even housemate? Or like, you have a very happy moments or happy memories with your housemate and roommates? Share with us in the comment areas, and we will see you in the next episode. Thank you.
Bye-bye.